Alright, that was a long introduction. Why don't we do several short, easy lessons? The microcontroller on your EZA board is very powerful, but sometimes it can be a bit of a mysterious black box. Sometimes you just don't know what's going on inside here. Well, it turns out the microcontroller has a voice, and you can ask it whatever you want and it will tell you, as long as you command it, it will tell you what you need to know. Very powerful. And this voice is called the serial port. And it allows the microcontroller to send text and numbers right here to the serial monitor. Okay, let's experiment with that. It's very easy. Before we use this serial port, we do need to initialize it, and that is an action, so it has to go inside one of our functions, either void setup or void loop, both lowercase with parentheses and curly brackets, and as always the code goes inside our curly brackets. The best place to initialize anything is the setup, because it happens right at the beginning and it happens once, which is great because we only need to initialize once. All of the serial commands are very easy because they follow a very predictable pattern. You have the word serial with a capital S, then a period, some lowercase word, and finally parentheses, semicolon. Serial.begin. Inside these parentheses we just need a small detail, and that is 9600. This just tells the microcontroller how fast to talk so that the Arduino program can listen at the same rate. Excellent, the serial port is ready to use. Only a single instruction. Can it get any easier? Inside the loop we'll print something, and that command predictably is called serial.print. Capital S, everything else lowercase, parentheses, semicolon. And within these parentheses you can say whatever you want, as long as it's in double quote marks, because after all we're printing text. And since this is the microcontroller talking, I'll let it say, I am the EZA board. Okay, that's it. 2 lines of code, just about the smallest Arduino program you can write. Sketch, upload using programmer, and it is uploaded. Before we can actually see the results, we have to do 2 things. First, you have to open the serial monitor. The serial monitor monitors the serial port. And sometimes it's already visible here, but in case it isn't, click on the magnifying glass in the top right-hand side. Boom, there it is. Secondly, we have this center switch on the board, which you need to flip from program mode to serial mode. And look at that. I am the EZA board. You'll see that it is printing it many times over. This is actually to be expected because after all we're printing inside the loop. And the loop repeats forever. You'll get thousands and thousands of statements, which is great. Furthermore, you'll notice that it's printing everything on the same line. This is often what the behavior you want. Not quite in this case, so let's actually print an enter after each statement. Alright, well, the enter requires a new command. It is called serial.print. You say, that's not a new command. No, actually, you need 2 extra letters. LN stands for line or new line, meaning an enter. Parentheses, semicolon. I'll add the comment. This means enter. Before we can upload this, you do have to flip back to program mode. Boom. Sketch, upload using programmer. And it's done. Now we flip back to serial mode. And I am the EZA board is printed on a new line every time. You've given the microcontroller a voice. This is very powerful. And in the next lesson, we're actually going to use the serial port to print some important information about what's going on deep inside the chip.